Yo-ho, it's the MarshmallowMatey again, and today I'm bringing you a review of the newly released Xbox game and PC game, Sea of Thieves. Now, this is an interesting game. It was developed by legendary studio Rare. It was built on the idea that players would love being able to enter a massive world and create their own stories. And that works for the most part. Most of the gameplay in Sea of Thieves is built upon player interaction, and whether that's joining up with a crew in matchmaking or finding other ships in the high seas. You know, will you be a menacing privateer or maybe a cooperative prospective admiral looking to build a fleet? It's all up to you. These interactions can be a blast, and I'd actually like to take the opportunity to regale you with a story showing that I think shows just how well these ideas can work. I was manning a solo sloop, just me, and I came across this galleon, and I was sure they were going to sink me. I didn't have any treasure, but I was still sure that they were going to do me in. 3 hours later, I was with that crew. We had gotten a bunch of chests, and we had sunk about 3 other galleons. Ton of fun. Some of the most fun I've ever had in a video game, actually, and those guys are still on my friends list, and I still talk to them occasionally. So, the game does that quite well. It fosters player interactions and lets you drive your story. But relying completely on those player interactions does pose a couple problems for the game. The big one being griefers. If you played the game, you've probably experienced these people. They're do-nothing pirates, and I really mean do-nothing pirates. They hang out on outposts, camp the vendors, so whenever you bring chests or anything and they kill you, take your stuff. That's neither fun, nor, in my opinion, is it any way beneficial to the experience. These people prey on new players mostly, and honestly, it is super frustrating to go on a long voyage just to lose your stuff at the last second to people who are doing nothing but sitting around and camping. I feel that is something that really needs to be fixed, and I'll actually go over that a little bit more in a separate video. But moving on from there, another kind of con for the game is that it does have surprisingly little content. So there are 3 trading companies: the Order of Souls, the Merchant Alliance, and the Gold Hoarders. All of these have different quests, but at the end of the day, they're all just simple fetch or go kill this quests. So there's nothing really special there. Eventually, you'll get reputation as you go, and eventually you will reach the rank of Pirate Legend, which will allow you to get some more ship customizations, which will give you another hideout, some player customizations, things like that. So there's not a whole lot there. Other than that, the game is almost completely player-driven. There's the Kraken, of course, which I actually haven't found yet. I haven't experienced that yet, so forgive my ignorance on that. And there's skeleton forts, which I actually haven't been able to do one of those either. Other than that, the game is pretty well empty. There's not a whole lot else to do other than the player interactions. Now, for other games, I would be pretty pissed about that. Destiny 2, Battlefront 2 tried to do the games as a service thing, and it really did not work out for them. But the thing that I think makes Sea of Thieves work with this, and the thing that I feel that Rare actually made a mistake on as well, is the entire situation with the Games Pass. Now, Xbox Games Pass is a service that you get for $10 a month, and there's certain games that come on monthly or can be on permanently, as Sea of Thieves is rumored to be, and you can play them as much as you want during that time that you're subscribed. Now, I feel for a game like Sea of Thieves, where this is clearly a game that doesn't have a lot starting out, but as we move on, there'll be bigger updates, we'll get more stuff. I feel like that really works with the Xbox Game Pass model. Now, the mistake in that is I feel that they should not have released this as a full $60 game. This should have been a game that would drive sales of the Xbox Games Pass, and I feel like it is the perfect game to do that. People can pick it up whenever they want to for $10. They can play it for a month. They can leave it go until the next update. They can pick it back up. It'll foster more money. And if they had gone completely with the Games Pass, they wouldn't have had as much negative press at launch with the fact that there's not a whole lot of content to go around in the game. But other than those things, to me, this game is really special. Because like no other game I've played, this game fosters player interactions so incredibly well. Every time you see another player, every time you see those sails on the horizon, you get excited, because you do not know what's going to happen. Whatever happens next is basically completely up to you and that other player. It's exciting, it's fun, and I love to do it. Overall, the game has problems. The gunplay isn't so great. the content is a little bit light. But because of the Games Pass, I feel like that's acceptable, and we're going to see this game over the next year or two become the game that really it can be, and the game that it's supposed to be. For now, though, I would say do not buy it for $60, get it on the Games Pass, and by the way, you can get Games Pass for 2 weeks for free, so if you want to check it out, as long as you haven't bought the Games Pass before, you can get a trial on it. So if you want to check it out, I would highly recommend at least just playing it for those 2 weeks and seeing what you think of it, rather. And really judging for yourself, because this game isn't a game where I can tell you, hey, you're gonna love this, because I can't say that this is a crap game or this is a good game, because it's a game that's completely up to you, and it's gonna differ from person to person just how much they love it or hate it. So for me, overall, I would give Sea of Thieves a 7 out of 10. For others it might be lower, for others it might be higher, but that's the beauty of this game. It's what you make of it. This has been the MarshmallowMatey, and this was my review of Sea of Thieves. Thanks for watching. Real quick note here, because I forgot, if you head over to twitch.tv/theMarshmallowMatey, you can catch some live streams of Sea of Thieves with me and my buddy Killinus, as well as possibly some other games, depending on interest. So, yeah, head over there. Again, that should be on the screen right now, twitch.tv/theMarshmallowMatey, and I will see you guys there.